There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV.
Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now, wow, have you seen the Tash? Don't get emotional. Don't get emotional, people. It's Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. Yo, where music meets your desktop. We're listening to Judas Priest today, people, alright? As requested via the Patreon by my man Nate. Nate has been a supporter of not only King of the Pit TV, but the Patreon for some time now. So I do appreciate you ever so much. You've put me onto a great recommendation. I mean, why the hell am I not going to want to listen to Priest? I'll give you a little bit of background in regards to my experience with Priest as of so far, and we'll jump straight into the record. So first and foremost, I've not heard this record. I've heard near to no Judas Priest. On this channel, actually, on this channel, we tend to go record by record by record. We go upwards through the discography. This is like record number 4, and we've only done the first one on this channel so far. So I'm sort of breaking the rules, alright? I'm breaking the rules because Nate's a Patreon subscriber. He's been with me for some time, and I appreciate the effort that goes into aiding independent content creators and communicating with people like me across the world. So shout out to Nate. I am going to do Stained Class, and as far as Priest is concerned, I know there's going to be an incredible amount of material that I will really enjoy with this band. But I haven't found it yet because I've only listened to the first Priest record, and honestly, it was old school. It was an old school record, so it didn't tickle my pickle for my particular tastes, because I want to hear riffs. I want to hear heavy metal, alright? People talk about Priest like, a lot of people think Priest are the metal band, alright? And I haven't come across it yet. I mean, aside from the debut record, Rock'n'Roller, if that was the debut, that's the one I've heard. Aside from that, I've heard Breaking the Law. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's that good a tune. I think Breaking the Law it's got no replay value to me. So, this is Stained Class. What more can I say? The first track's entitled Exciter, which I think is also the name of a thrash metal band, so I wonder if they got their name from this record. Probably did. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? And people, fans of Judas Priest, if I enjoy this record, please engage with me, communicate. If the people are there who enjoy it, we'll go through the records that came prior to this, alright? This is the 4th record, Stained Class. Let's go. I got a few recommendations I'm on at the moment. There's a little bit of a country swing to it, don't you think? Come on. Surprisingly clean guitars. It's that organic double kick drum, which is the heavy metal, isn't it, really? Obviously, you've got a the pedal note on the low E string. I mean, that's the magic, isn't it? But that in collaboration with the double kick, that is heavy metal. You got the falsetto vocal on top of that. Here we go. Solo, guitar solo. Had to be, had to be. You have to be a tight player in this band, don't you? Great melodies. Priest playing next year in Leeds, which is near me, March the 13th. I wonder who they're on with. 1978 this was put out. So at this point, does Priest have the image at this point? Because from what I'm aware, it didn't start off that way. But you had the iconic, like, wearing, almost, I don't know if it derives from the fetishization of leather, in particular communities perhaps, but the leather started getting worn at some point, right? You had the leather hats, you had the sunglasses and all this and that. When did that come into effect? Because somebody's referenced an album, Hellbent for Leather, in the comment section, but were they donning it at this point, or was this after Hellbent for Leather? Come on. Here we go. Solo. Number 2. Nice. Britain. It's got to feel like the early Iron Maiden records. It feels like the early Maiden records before Bruce joined the band. Production-wise-esque. I mean, the guitars were a bit bolder on the Maiden record as far as where they sat in the mix, but the vocal line... Great big emphasized power chords there at the end, which sounded really massive. Let me tell you something. I have a little bit of an issue with the production. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I feel like there could be a little more kick to the guitars, a little more, you know, volume, a little more audacity. Maybe it's distortion I'm talking about, but they could have been brought a little more forward in the mix. Because dynamically speaking, I find them quite quiet, you know. but the cleanliness of the tone sort of allows how tight the riff is to pop. So, you know, pros and cons really. But when we had an emphasized sort of power chord bash there at the end, it brought out that they can sort of ring out with ferocity. Track number 2 coming up, White Heat, Red Hot. Come on now, people, I'll see you then.